Eating out is one activity everyone loves. Whether it's a cozy night with friends at a fast food outlet or a fancy meal with your significant other at an exuberant place, good food that you didn't have to cook and a happy, chirpy atmosphere gets all kinds of people on the same page. Now, most restaurants work on a pretty basic pattern, but some creative minds out there have decided to challenge the stereotypes, even if it required breaking a few rules here and there. And today we'll tell you all about some of these crazy restaurants that'll leave you guys baffled with their out-of-the-box approach. Before we dive in, do take a moment to give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for getting access to more amazing content. The Lock and Key. The biggest complaint customers have regarding modern dining is that it's getting too boring. Maybe they want something more fiery, like fireworks, and not just in their mouths in terms of flavour, but also visually. Who would have thought that you can actually get a burger that has been set on fire and is still edible, in fact delicious? The welder's burger, served at the bar called the Lock and Key Social Drinkery located in California, is literally served fully ablaze. It's quite a risk to serve a burger on fire in a bar where there's a lot of flammable beverages present. We hope they have a functional fire alarm and extinguisher. Besides being attracted by the bluish blaze, customers also swear by the taste of this scrumptious burger, with its 3 beef patties, garlic aioli cheese sauce, and the truffles rum bordelaise. No wonder this huge meaty burger has so many fans, but surely our arteries aren't some of them. Chill Out Ice Lounge, Dubai. If you ever feel like dining at sub-zero temperatures, then Chill Out Ice Lounge is the place you should head to. Here you can enjoy your food amongst ice sculptures, snow and frozen, well, everything. Completely contrasting the scorching desert in which it is present, this is a refreshing haven for those who want to escape the classic hot climate of UAE. We do want to know what kind of refrigeration techniques are being used to keep this place up and running, and how much power does this setup consume? Our guess is a lot. The temperature at this restaurant is kept at -6 degrees Celsius and therefore requires the staff and visitors to wear winter clothes, as the place is almost as cold as the Arctic tundra, especially for people who are used to the Middle Eastern dry heat. Everything here is carved in ice and is sure a beautiful restaurant, so it might not be a bad idea to give it a shot. OPAQUE Restaurant. Taking pride in their extraordinary sensory experience, this restaurant works on the idea that inhibiting one of your senses strengthens the others. This restaurant, located in Los Angeles, is known for making its customers dine in pitch-black darkness. According to them, this practice enhances the taste of food. Maybe they're just trying to save money on the electricity bill. Well, logical or not, this place was able to attract a massive number of diners to try out this blackout experience. Customers are not allowed to take their electronic devices with them and are blindfolded before being led to their tables. Thankfully, the waiting staff wears night vision goggles to help them navigate across the restaurant, otherwise it would be pretty disastrous. Ithar one and only underwater restaurant, Maldives. This fancy restaurant is built about 16 feet below sea level with a stunning visual to keep the customers entranced. You can enter it using a staircase leading you down from a jetty. Though with its 14 seats it's pretty small, the view is totally worth the small space and the hefty prices on the menu. The diners get to enjoy a panoramic view of the surrounding water and marine life. It's like a reverse aquarium. However, we'd like to know how these diners don't feel awkward eating the family members of the fish they're dining with. GROTTA PALAZZESE Restaurant. It's no secret Europeans love to dine in extravagant restaurants built inside cellars and caves. The rustic ambiance tends to attract the customers. But this one exceptional cave with its wonderful and exclusive dining experience, the Grotta PALAZZESE, is situated in southern Italy. This place was built hundreds of years ago inside a cave. The cave is present about 74 feet above sea level with a breathtaking view of the calm and serene waters. The lighting and the soft sea breeze only makes the experience tenfold better. Cat Cafe Calico Shinjuku. Now, this might not be everyone's cup of tea, but this restaurant in Japan offers a unique opportunity to cat lovers who cannot afford to keep them as pets for any reason. This is a place where cat people can come and dine with a whole lot of nice kitties. Enjoying your coffee here might be quite relaxing if you like cats. Although we weren't sure how hygienic this place is, some people really like to enjoy delicious food in the company of these cats. Siberian Husky Cafe, Bangkok. If cats get a restaurant dedicated to them, then dogs definitely deserve one too. And as it turns out, there is one present in Thailand where you can enjoy a nice meal with the stunning and most loving of breeds, the Siberian Huskies. This place charges visitors a ticket price to meet and mingle with their pack of 34 Huskies and enjoy delicious food in their company. The reviews of this place rave about the yummy drinks and cakes, but we all know why people really visit this place. All they want to do is play with these adorable animals. Zao Fishing Restaurant, Tokyo. Another example of eating in the company of our food, this sashimi restaurant in Tokyo is quite busy day in and day out. Here, the diners are encouraged to catch their own dinner or their own fish from a bubbling moat. The indoor fishing experience, paired with tables set up in an interior that looks like a huge boat, attracts a lot of adventure-loving food enthusiasts. Whenever a fish is caught, drums are banged in the restaurant, making it pretty noisy. You are rented a fishing rod, which you can use to catch the kind of fish you want, and once you've caught it, well, it's cooked and served to you in a platter. And yes, you have to eat it. Treehouse Restaurant. This one is situated in Auckland, New Zealand, and it's built halfway up a massive redwood tree. This quirky little place is accessible via a treetop walkway, and it's genuinely a treehouse. However, it is built to look much more modern and tasteful than your average treehouse. The wooden structure is subject to the elements, but this elegant structure allows the diners to enjoy their meals while taking in the stunning natural visual surrounding them. As beautiful as it looks during the day, the Treehouse Restaurant is a sight for sore eyes once it's lit up like a glowing globe during the night time. Definitely recommended. Robot Restaurant, Tokyo. This place looks more like a euphoric hallucination that definitely deserves to be on your Instagram feed. With the crazy lighting, the loud music and the crowd, we don't know how people manage to enjoy their meals here. But do they even come here for the food? Though the place doesn't serve anything other than popcorn and some snacks or beverages. This robot restaurant is super popular for its disco-like atmosphere full of fluorescent lighting, glitter and rainbow theme. The robots performing in the show tend to look like monsters from the future, but the audience still enjoys it a lot. The modern toilet. Who knew eating in the bathroom would be the next big thing? The popularity of this restaurant can be attributed to this trend. After all, this unique idea of a toilet-themed restaurant with toilet-themed decor and toilets being used as seats and serving dishes did not grow into a chain with many branches across Hong Kong and Taiwan for no reason. There are actually 12 of these restaurants in total. The place is literally inspired by poo. The food is in the shape of poo, it's delivered in a toilet bowl-shaped dish, the walls feature people sitting on toilets, and if that wasn't enough, this place offers a wide range of poo-shaped souvenirs you can buy. How distasteful can people get? Twin Stars Diner. This restaurant located in Moscow is as weird as it gets. The Twin Stars restaurant takes pride in its hiring policy that only allows identical twins to work here. Imagine seeing double before you've even had your first drink of the day. The idea originated from a 1963 Soviet film called Kingdom of Crooked Mirrors. The plot revolves around a protagonist who encounters his identical but opposite version to whom he can speak in the mirror. That's some twisted stuff. The owner was probably inspired by the movie. While it's too creepy for us, you guys should definitely visit this place in case you're in Moscow, and if you're into this weird kind of thing. Bunyadi Restaurant. While this very intimate and exposing form of dining has been practiced at naturalist camps for quite some time now, the opening of Bunyadi provided the Londoners with their very own and very first naked restaurant. The waiting staff tends to wear fig leaves, but the diners only wear their birthday suits. Their main idea is to provide an all-natural experience. The food is cooked on fire, while the cutlery is made from bread and vegetables. As there is no power here, the lighting is quite dim. The customers get to dine in candlelight with their bodies on full display being accentuated by the subtle lighting. It's not our cup of tea though, there's just too many things that can go wrong with hot food, pointy cutlery and darkness. Despite their little too liberating approach, this place does have a pretty hefty clientele. The Heart Attack Grill. While most fast food places are serving high cholesterol and potential heart attacks on their menu under a fancier title, the Heart Attack Grill takes pride in serving it and making sure customers are aware of it. This unbelievable restaurant proudly boasts the unhealthiest menu in the world, probably. A quirky crossover between Hooters and hospitals, this place has waitstaff dressed as nurses, and the diners are made to wear hospital gowns before they sit down to eat their upcoming cardiac event. The menu has cleverly named items like the triple bypass burger or the flatliner fried, which only adds to the experience. Word is that the food here is actually incredibly delicious, and once you try it, you keep going back for more. The new Lucky Restaurant. This is for all the goths and grunge lovers. This combination of fine dining and memento mori is located in India. While the diners eat with the dead here, it's not as creepy as it sounds. The owner had bought this land to build his restaurant, but later discovered it was home to a bunch of graves. He had to decide whether to build the place over the tombs or just include these dead people in the establishment. In a way, they are shareholders here. Ultimately, he chose to build the restaurant around the graves, though it's done respectfully. The graves are lined by fences and cleaned daily, then honoured with flowers. It's kind of a homage to the dead who laid neglected for years before this place was built. So in one way, this unique partnership of the living and dead isn't as off-putting as it sounds. Nyotai Mori. These are probably the most ridiculous restaurants serving sushi in probably the most ridiculous manner one can think of. Yes, what you're seeing is real. These restaurants claim to have combined the two cult favourites of humanity, food and sensuality. And we have to say that's quite apt, as they're serving sushi on the bodies of beautiful naked women. This may seem a little too sensual, but there's a philosophy behind this idea. They want you to believe that the human body is a plate. These restaurants are pretty strict with their ethical code. You're not allowed to touch the servers, and any kind of loose behaviour will get you immediately kicked out. This practice is based on a tradition dating back to the 1600s in Japan, when warriors used to visit the geisha houses and were served both food and nudity in one place. Well, some may get the appeal. Before moving to number 1 on this list, take a look at a similar restaurant. The infamous Grandview Topless is no doubt the most absurd restaurant in the world. This coffee shop is pretty famous among the gentlemen for its entirely topless waitresses. This place opened its doors in 2009 in Vassalborough, Maine, and as expected created quite a stir among the local public. There were quite a few protests against this audacious business model. One man even tried burning it down, and the owner had to deal with a lot of people giving him a piece of their mind, especially because they thought this was extremely sexist. Do you agree with these people, or would you let it slide? Do tell us in the comments. Ninja Restaurant. If you like a dash of drama with your dinner, the Ninja Restaurant in New York is one place you need to visit. This is a very popular establishment that's bustling with noise and customers all day long. So in case you like quiet and ambient places to dine at, this isn't your piece of cake. Most people agree their food is overpriced and not that great, but this doesn't keep people from visiting here, as they don't come for the food in particular. What attracts them is the mid-dinner theatrics they get to experience. The servers tend to throw in little performances here and there while you enjoy your meal. They're dressed in black and performing ninja techniques for the diner's amusement. The food presentation is pretty weird too, but the wickedly humorous dramatic element is what gives this place its value. We hope you guys enjoyed learning about these crazy one-of-a-kind restaurants. Tell us if we missed any. We'll be back soon with more mind-blowing videos for you guys. Until then, have a great time. Goodbye.